with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go. Watch Mike. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's good for 28 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
180. Point it right. Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous. Pistol. Watch twist. Go. Take four. Watch out.
Here's Mayfield. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Grady Jarrett with the tackle. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This is the tight end, Njoku. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 19.
That's another Browns first down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
180. Wild Bill.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the Falcons' 10-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1. Throwing, Mayfield. His pass caught at the 4. A 5-yard gain there makes it first and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good open. And this is going to be intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Ryan and the Falcons now come up first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the...
Larry Ogunjobi. A loss of 8 yards on the sack. It's second down.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. On third down, Ryan. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. Here's Ryan to throw. He completes this to Russell Gage.
Let's go.
A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth. No score after one on EA Sports.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Hey, wait. 56. Down to lose one.
Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
11.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Protein spill.
33-yard line.
On second and a couple, Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
I know he ain't got it. Hey, 133. Switch it.
A run for Nick Chubb, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
First down, Mayfield. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Kings, Kings, Kings. 61, matchbox lights. Lucky.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
180. 52. Check three.
On third down, here's Hunt. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Mayfield finding Beckham, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Bravo.
Mayfield. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. That reminds me of the old Atlanta.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. From 13 yards out, and the Browns have taken the lead. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Ryan. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Check three. Slam. Hey, Tuesday.
To throw is Ryan. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Beckham, the return. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. Eric Murray that time there to knock it away. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Regular. Let's go.
From the gun, Mayfield. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore #1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next. And rightly so, because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Yeah, this one's going toward the sideline. They'll try to play keep away from Beckham. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, with that incompletion, you know, Charles, one of the big storylines in the final few weeks of the season lies in the AFC South. Tennessee and Houston battling back and forth. Houston won round 1, week 15, a victory in Nashville. But which of those two teams do you think has the potential to go deeper in the playoffs?
Well, Tennessee just lost at home to Houston, and now we'll have to go on the road to play them again in Week 17. So I would say, on the surface, you would think Houston. They have the quarterback as well in Deshaun Watson that scares everyone. But I'm picking Tennessee as the team that could go deeper because of their defense. That's really a top 5 defense on any given Sunday. Their ability to rush the passer, their ability to play the ball in the air. I like that Tennessee team, and I think Ryan Tannehill, the switch to him at quarterback has really energized that club.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. A give right side now to Hunt. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Switch. 80 weapon. Pistol. Hey, Echo.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Up, drop it. Hey, Alpha. All day, dog. New Mike 52, Mike 52. Watch out.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry.
180.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Mayfield now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A give running right is Chubb. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 18-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Browns 7, Falcons 3.
180. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Watch regular.
And again, it's Chubb. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll try to run with Hunt, and he takes this one in for a Browns score. A 3-yard touchdown run, and the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. A About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Ready, blue 80, white 25. Who that?
Freeman again. They find some open field here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
6 guard. Check 6 guard. Check 37. Check 37. Sponge.
To throw again, Ryan. He completes it to Jones. And out of bounds on the other side of... Midfield at the 45.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Falcons.
Ryan now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Mike, 6-6, pull it high.
From the shotgun, Ryan. This complete to Jones. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3. Ryan will throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they'll get this down to the 10. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. To throw again is Ryan. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal. Second and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman. He's going to get it running right. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. And his kick is indeed good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me there, partner.
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So,
well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
And this will be recovered by the Browns hands team, and that should just about write a finish to this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
180. 152. Let's go. Real.
Here's Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
King. Hurry. Hey, Haywood. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Hey, Tuesday. Check 13. 29 is the Mike 29. You remember me? All right, 25.
One last shot for Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of